Biblical facts about who James the Lord's brother was in the context of the counter-doctrine of the Immaculate Conception. 1. The prophecies of the Psalms about Jesus indicate that his brothers were his mother's sons.
Psalm 69, verses 8 and 9, ESV 69:9. I have become an outsider to my brothers, a stranger to my mother's children. For love for your house consumes me, and words that reproach you have fallen upon me. Psalm 50, 20-21, NIV. You sit and slander your brother, you slander your mother's son. You do this, but I keep silent. You think I am your equal. I will rebuke you and bring your case before you.
His brothers did not believe in Jesus. And not only that, his own family thought Jesus was insane and wanted to put him in the stocks.
John 7, verses 5-7. For neither did his brethren believe in him. Then Jesus said unto them, My time is not yet come, but your time is always ready. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. Mark 3, 20-21, NET. Now Jesus went home, and a crowd gathered so that they were not able to eat. When his family heard this, they went out to restrain him, for they said, He is out of his mind. Mark 3, verses 31-32, NET. Then Jesus' mother and his brothers came. Standing outside, they sent word to him to summon him. A crowd was sitting around him, and they said to him, Look, your mother and your brothers are outside looking for you.
2. Jesus was rejected not only by his family, but also by his household. Jesus was rejected in his place of origin, in his family, even in his own house. Not only that, they wanted to throw Jesus into a ravine from a high cliff. Matthew 13:53-58, Mark 6:1-6, Luke 4:16-30.
Luke 4, 28-30, NET. When they heard this, all the people in the synagogue were filled with rage. They got up, forced him out of the town, and brought him to the brow of the hill on which their town was built, so that they could throw him down the cliff. But he passed through the crowd and went on his way.
So the entire household of Jesus in Nazareth was an even smaller part of his family, even specifically those in his household in Nazareth. 3. Differentiate between the use of the words adelphos and sugenes by the Gospel writers. In Matthew 13:55 and Mark 6:3-4, the Greek text uses the word for brothers or siblings as adelphos, sisters as adelphae, and cousins as sugenes. James is Jesus's adelphos. 4. The letter of 2 John was addressed to a mother who has children, sisters, and children of her sisters.
2 John 1, 4, 13. From the elder, John, to the chosen mother, Mary the mother of Jesus, and her sons, James, Joseph, Simon, and Judas, whom I truly love. I love not only you, but also all who know the truth. I rejoiced greatly that I found some of your children walking in the truth, as we have received commandment from the Father. The chosen sons, James the lesser, and Joseph, of your sister, Mary the wife of Clopas, greet you. The righteous brother of Jesus was Jude, the author of the book of Jude. James, the Lord's brother, was an enemy of the gospel of grace preached by the Apostle Paul.
James had been subverting the apostleship in Jerusalem and inciting churches such as those in Antioch, Corinth, and Galatia. Paul carefully and subtly called him a false apostle, and his elder Nicholas as a fake worker. These Nicolaitans were false workers.
1 Corinthians 15, 5-9, the King James Version. And that he was seen of Cephas, then of the 12. After that, he was seen of above 500 brethren at once, of whom the greater part remain unto this present, but some are fallen asleep. After that, he was seen of James, then of all the apostles. And last of all, he was seen of me also, as of one born out of due time. For I am the least of the apostles, that am not meet to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of God.
2 Corinthians 11, verses 4-5, and 13-14, KJV. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another Spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. For I suppose I was not a whit behind the very chiefest apostles. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
The apostles, writers of the New Testament, detailed the environment surrounding Jesus' ministry on earth, including his death, resurrection, and ascension to heaven. These include classifications of hometown, kinship, cousins, and household. But it implicitly conveys the dramatic events that happened to Jesus and his immediate surroundings. After all this happened, Matthew writes about the violence of God's kingdom, Matthew 11:12, and the unbelief of Jesus' brothers. Mark also details Jesus' rejection by his family, from the level of the suggestive to the ad helpos. Luke names false workers like Nicholas, Acts 6:5, and the conflict between Paul's group and James's group. John, as the one closest to Jesus' family, knew the developments in the situation of the Lord's brothers and warned Mary about the Antichrist in the circle around the mother of the Lord. From this very neutral explanation, you should admit that Mary, the mother of Jesus, had other biological children. But we know that Roman Catholics are trained to evade at their catechism. So going forward, we will discuss the biblical narratives cited to support the Blessed Virgin Mary doctrine.